Hello, welcome back to the Scale Modelling Twins. If you were just live with me a moment ago, I do apologise for that. StreamYard problems, the cameras. So let's try this again. Right, HMS Victory by Corel. So the 198 scale kit. Where we were last week is we had put together the carcass, and now I need to look at shaping the bow and stern blocks. So now that the cameras are working, I'll swap this over, show you what I mean. So we had part 30 here, that the 2 bits of wood shaped like that. It says to cut them in half along the top and then have it the full width at the bottom. So that was always going to be a difficult cut because it's very close grained wood. Not that that would be a problem, but getting it to cut straight was always going to be a problem. So just give me a moment. I'll just put this stream link into chat if anybody wants to join. Yes, Tiff, we're back. Problems with the cameras. Best laid plans of mice and men. Hey, bud. Oh, not wrong. Oh, gee. All right. So what I did off screen was went off. I spoke to a mate of mine about how to go about this and all that sort of stuff. And what we decided is I just went off and bought a $4 tenon saw from Bunnings, standard sort of wood saw, but with a backing strap so it doesn't twist and bend and sort of distort and everything else. It's got a fairly close TPI as well. So that's how I cut the blocks in half. Now they're not perfect. They were never going to be. But start at about the halfway. It's crooked that way, but yeah, it's halfway thickness and then the full width of the bottom there. So that will need to be shaped, and it's all going to be sanded beyond recognition, so it's all good. Right. Oh, good. Duke's in. You little bugger! I was just about to go to bed. That's all right. You can do that. I won't follow you. Jim says, like MacArthur, I have returned. Yes, and Mikey, a beta veteran, is saying he's just making a brew and then he'll keep me company. That's nice. All right, so these are for the stern plate, and you can see here where it goes behind part 14 there, it will be filed beyond all recognition. So it's not really a problem that these didn't cut perfectly well. They're pretty much, it's a bit of a filler to fill in the gap. Right, so they're the parts I'm going to be using. So the half width at the top, full width at the bottom. And I've got the extra chunk there that I could use, the offcut that I can just put back on there, and that will straighten up the thickness of that little piece there. Now, one of the viewers on Bearded Veteran Crate's channel, last time I went live, he recommended a product called Permagrit. I'd never heard of it. It's a British company, so I went off and bought 2. So this is them. Tungsten carbide hand tools, Craftsman Choice, an innovation in sanding tools. So what they are is a tungsten carbide grit, one of the hardest known materials next to diamond, braze welded to steel. It cuts all wood, plastic, laminates, carbon fiber, composites, polystyrene, marble, stone, ceramic, used by professionals and hobby enthusiasts for building and restoring aircraft, boats, cars, houses, etc. Coarse grit for rapid cutting and shaping, of course, and fine for finishing, the same as files, because they are files. So I've got a flat one there, and I've got a half round one there. So I haven't opened these. Let's have a look, see what they're like. Oh, it'd be good if I had a blade. Right, so these arrived in the mail today. I was waiting for a week for them, but they arrived unannounced, just in the letterbox because they fitted. Right. Oh, yep, that feels exactly as I thought it would. So I reckon if I just get that old crappy bit there. Yeah, that'll do well. Oh yeah, that'll do well. That'll get it down quickly, and then I'll get a fine one for finishing off in maybe a week or so. Right, and the flat one. So obviously this I got the half round to do the composite curve on the inside of the stern plate, and the flat one to do or further up, and of course around the bow, because it's all going to be one way, and that's going to work. Right. So, Joe's in. A pleasant surprise this morning. A ship. I'll watch while cleaning up my golf bag and clubs. Oh, very good. You're always welcome, Joe. And Hobby Time's in saying hi, Duke, and hi, Jim, and hi, guys. And Jim saying hi, Hobby Time. So you're all welcome. I changed the camera so you're not staring at my bench. Right. So where we were, yeah, last time is the carcass is all. I'll move that light. Is put together, so that's absolutely solid now. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, it's all glued. So the three pieces, the three parts that go in there that form the galleries, don't need them yet. So we're just going to be working on that part there and that part there. So just gluing these blocks in place and starting the process of filing it all down. So as you see, it's just going to be, yeah, it's not a good fit because it's meant to be oversized so you can get all the contours and shapes. There's going to be a lot of wood coming off these, but that'll be fine. So what I'll do, I'll start with a bit of, I'll double check on the plan. Glue these in place with a bit of Aquadeer. No, I'll leave it off for now. I just, yeah, I do want to get that down quite a lot. So there's going to be a lot of sanding in the next couple of weeks for this, but that's why I'm here. Oh, excuse me, just have a sip. All right, now you can't see. I've got the world's smallest file. Oh, sorry, vise. Tiny little bench vise here because it's for shipbuilding and stuff like that. But it's not really in the way because it's just off to the side. But that's going to be handy. So it's Permagrit. I found there's a they have an agent in Australia, so they're $22 each. You can get sets of 6 in a bag and stuff for $150 odd or whatever. Or I can just buy a $20 one every couple of say weeks or months or whatever, and then just buy the empty bag later on. It's always possible. All right, now I'll drop this down a bit. There we go. Okay, so I need to move stuff aside for a moment. So with the stern blocks, it's level with the top of part 14. But as I say, if I glue that right now, I won't be able to get in there without sort of damaging the false keel. So I'll need to start shaping that off the ship. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of wood that comes off that. So I'll start with the half round one. Just make sure I got the right side. Yeah, I'd written S for starboard on it. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, it's having a play. So yeah, as I said, the cut, it's not perfect, but it's where I wanted it to be. So from that side, it's, yeah, halfway through the diameter to where it is at the other end. Oh, someone's here. Hello.
Hello. Told you I was going to join in.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm right, buddy. You all right?
Yeah. No, I didn't want to tell you I was going live or whatever. I just thought, you might be spending time with your darling wife or whatnot. So,
She's been up throwing up all night, so she's in bed.
oh no, that's not good.
No, she's been sick again.
For a couple of days, or is this a new one?
It started yesterday morning.
Did they find it? Doesn't matter. We'll talk about it offline.
Yeah. No, they didn't find the reason, the cause of it. Ooh, what's going on with my hair?
Craziness. I don't know.
My fringe is getting a bit long, I think. It's going crazy.
See, if I were modders here, you'd have been on stage sooner, says Tiff.
To be fair, I'd have been up straight away.
Sorry. There we go. Right. So in other news, I'm not going to Adelaide, as I discussed. I sent you a message this morning.
Yeah.
But I am going to Melbourne. I'm going halfway. So driving for a day. Leaving her there to drive the other, say, 700 kilometres or so the following day, and I'll stay in Melbourne for the weekend and come home Tuesday morning. So I'll miss the live stream on Monday and Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, Friday this week. And I'll be late tomorrow as well. So as I said, we've got family stuff going on, but that's fine. That's what life's all about.
Yeah.
All right, now let's have a look at this. Yeah, well, it'll work. All right. Got a little voice happening. I think what I'll need to do is no, I have got. I need to go off headset. I'll just have to employ different methods to get all this down. So I've got a couple of chisels of various diameters as well, and they're all brand new. So that'd be able to remove lots of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? I think that's probably going to be a little bit more rough than the permagrit ones.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
So,
sorry, David is saying had our gas check Monday, and Tiff, and mine's supposed to be today, David, but they changed it last minute as always. So extra cleaning. David's replying, right, Tiff, it happens. Yeah. So you were saying?
So with this super secret parcel of Waitrose, do you want us to wait until you're back next week, or are you happy for us to get Gary to open it on the live tomorrow, on Friday?
If Gary makes it live on Friday, yeah, you can do it with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I could watch it back.
Yeah. Watch it, his reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
This does look like the right tool for the job. Very, very cool.
Of course, if you're used to woodworking, you'd have a vice as well.
Well, I do. I have a what do they call it? Workmate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it just be too much common sense to clamp that onto the front of your desk?
Oh, so what you mean, like a G clamp or whatever?
Yeah. Or just take the vice and just unscrew it from the other desk and put it on that desk whilst you're doing the live stream. Save you trying to hold it and risking hurting your fingers.
Well, I'm just, you're right.
This is you we're talking about, John.
I don't know what you mean. Lie, a dirty stinking lie. Oh, sorry. Jim is saying his gas is checked every day, and it's very strong, especially after baked beans. I'm sure it is.
Why have I switched that light on? I want that light on. Oh, I did the red paint on the wheels and that yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And Jim, is your saddle blazing? So let's. Okay, just give me a moment. I'll turn the coin
I
on.
bring that up here. This is better.
So I moved mine out of the way so I don't get sawdust everywhere, but I'll grab mine as well. So what colour did you go with?
I did black primer with squid pink and then Ferrari red.
Ooh, okay. Just give me a sec.
Oops. And I've just landed my light on top of it. There you go. It doesn't show up particularly well on camera, but...
Okay, so it says to use red-brown in the instructions. Yeah. I did that, but I wasn't really happy with it. It was too brown. So I went back and did it in, the other wheels where I picked it up from. But it's browner than it'll be than the bodywork. But I went for that one, the Vallejo Model Air RLM 26 brown. So
this is like proper bright,
proper red.
Ferrari red.
Yeah.
And then I gloss varnished it. It's good because it looks like metal.
Yeah, sweet.
In real life, anyway. Just got to do the tires and stuff.
There we go. Yeah, sweet. Oh, I also put the first bit of colour in the Ugg Panther.
Ooh.
Grabbing it too. All right, so there we go. So it's
cool.
The dark yellow and the olive grun is going on, and what I'm doing is trying to copy as best I can the one from the Cairns Museum of Armory, I think it is, Armament Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's coming up all right.
You have
and the colours.
Really YouTube channel.
Sorry.
You have a really good YouTube channel.
Yeah. So the colours I've chosen for this one is AK Real colours. So there's a Dunkelgelb, which is Mark Muster dark yellow. So what that means is they're saying that this is from a sample.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 3 other Dunkelgelbs, but I thought I'll go for the one that looks closest to my eye. The olive grun REL 6003 in the same range, and a Rotbrun REL 8017. So all 3 together have probably what looks to me about the right tones and everything else. So it should be. It's the same REL numbers, but there was progress there. So Jam is confirming that his saddle is not blazing today, Duke. David says, "G'day, Duke," and Jim says, "Nice airbrush work in the Ugg Panther, John. Thank you very much." So that'll go on. I do like the way that the deck is turned out. With you can't really tell that it's all brass anymore, which is exactly what I wanted. So that's coming along.
It's starting to look like a tank.
It is.
They're looking like a toy.
Yeah. Tanks for the memories.
Yeah.
All right. Take another sip. And yes, it's my first one. It's all right. All right.
It's not the first one. Yeah. It's your third.
No, glass.
Yeah. Don't forget to give John thumbs up, people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I'm just short. I just had a look yesterday. I'm just short of 500 subscribers on the channel, which is
pretty
cool.
Go Nodge.
And these victory videos have been quite successful. So obviously, nothing has been done with them yet, but looking at it,
Yeah. See, I don't have any sort of anything like that I could make. I don't think. Oh, I've got plastic ones, plastic ships.
oh, yeah. So the first one was streamed a month ago, 223 views. The second one is 308 views. And the review I did of the kit itself, where is that? 7,200 views.
Wow.
So there's I think
if you're putting more content out, you'd be doing a lot better than me then.
Well, I'd be putting content out, but like I was thinking about it today because I've got a lot of stuff that I've built that I've just not put on the channel, like the Victor, the Wildcat. I've got Harrier hasn't gone up. The MiG-23. There's so much I haven't put on the channel.
Yeah.
I really should. There's no reason why not.
No,
No, sir.
no, sir.
So let me just put that in the vice.
I'm very shouting no, sir. Then, John.
There we go.
Ooh, this is gonna look good.
Oh, lovely.
Look at
I
that.
think this is a good tool choice.
It's starting to look like a bus.
Oh yeah, wow. So I didn't paint. Well, I was doing the Oak Panther. I didn't paint the bonnet on mine yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim is saying he's properly liked Mr. Marley. Been a subscriber for quite some time now. Oh, thank you very much, Jim. Oh, Tiff is reminding me that no singing because apparently she's a moderator, but she's not.
She's a moderator without a cause.
And she has already lubed and subscribed. Well done. As I mentioned, this is not going to be a very interesting video. It's me just waffling on while I'm madly shaping a stern block. But, I mean, okay, so look, I've only just started. But so far, yeah, it's getting quite rounded as well. So it's the tool is very effective, and I think I will be buying more of these permagrit things. They exactly what I need. Because if you use a metal file and wood, it's not cool. But this is just a loose collection of swarf, really, just stuck to a stick. And yeah, it's good. It works as advertised. I keep on referring to I've got the plan there in front of me, making sure that I'm not making any monumental mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't believe it will be.
You can always sand more. You can never put it back on.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a bugger to put anything back on. Is it? I don't know. I can't hear. Is the sound of the file too much? Is it annoying?
No. You can barely hear it, mate. Oh, that's gonna look nice. Okay. Is there any topics you'd like to discuss or anything?
Yeah.
Your channel, so we can do what you want.
No idea. Let's talk about. No, let's not talk about that guy. Okay. I won't mention the guy, but I did watch. I'll mention her name. I did watch Caroline Levitt's weekly spray from the podium of the press room in the White House, and oh my God, I just can't understand why she literally accuses all the media of spreading untruths while sitting there saying that no, Trump did not sign that thing. He's never met Jeffrey who? Jesus, absolute crock. Like, how stupid do these people think we are?
Well,
given
that most people just go off the headlines rather than actually doing their own research, I would say it's fairly safe to say that most people are pretty stupid.
Well, what can I say? Lovely. Oh, I am singing. So, okay, the tune in my head is the theme song from Mario Brothers 3D World. I've been playing that with two of the kids. And, Erin was complaining. She said, I've got 87 lives. How many are you going to use? And I said, 88. Okay, you can play. But, I lost 10 lives within 4 minutes or whatever. She said, do you look before you leap? And I'm just like, no, I don't know. It's all right.
It'd be silly.
She's got enough lives.
Yeah.
It's all good.
There's no hoarding lives doesn't help.
So Bob, who first recommended the permagrit things, is saying, note to Mr. Marley's, I have also used the fine side of my big permagrit sanding bar as a nail file for 4 decades. Wow. Well, if you used anything else, you'd be able to get it done quicker.
Yeah, like nail clippers.
Yeah. Joe's saying, apparently several shark attacks down your way. I'd never go in the water there. Yeah, there was one, I think it's Northern Beaches of Sydney, I think 2 days ago. That's what happens. You jump in their environment, you can't be upset about it. But, that's all good. Like most Australians are still alive.
No, not. If you think about it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Again, it's a lie. A dirty, stinking lie. Yeah, that's going to be working.
We're probably 0.001% of all the people that have ever lived.
What, you and me?
No, the people that are alive today.
Yeah, mass extinction events, like aging. Wow.
Getting old.
Okay, this is bringing a smile to my face. It's a really good suggestion. Thanks again, Bob. Jim is saying, one more time on the job. I asked a co-worker, what kind of idiot do you think I am? And his reply is there more than one kind? And Jim is saying, g'day to Joe. Tell you what, it's good. This is the first time I've had this kit for about 10 years or so. This is the first time I've had anything that's shaped on it. So I'm smiling, and I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm doing stuff on it.
Yeah.
After all this time. But there's going to be, I think, the two separate things is like, having that much sawdust around the place while I've got all these plastic models and stuff like that isn't going to be, it's going to be a bit of a bugger, but it'll just blow off.
Yeah. And there's always hoovers and things. Dustpan and brush.
Yeah, mine's broken.
Oh, yeah, you broke it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, no, the builder's broke it.
But have you noticed that it's a lot easier to build a model when you have a reason to build it rather than just sitting there building it?
Oh, yeah.
Doing live streams and stuff does make it a bit easier. Makes you more motivated.
Yeah. As I mentioned on a couple, I think the first stream I did this, I'm not a purist in any way. If there's anything that I want to fill out blocks with plastic or whatever, if I think it's probably better than any other material,
yeah,
I'll do that. And look, it doesn't have to all be wood because it's a composite kit anyway. It's got brass and it's got things like the cannon are all made out of things that the guns themselves weren't actually made of, and all that stuff like that. So the whole thing is just representation. Let's face it. Plus, it's mine.
Yeah,
I can do what I want.
The same with any model building, isn't it?
Yeah.
People get far too hung up on the little details that aren't important.
Okay. Can be, yeah. But we mentioned yesterday in your stream how rivet counters and stuff like that. If you're having an argument about what's on a plane and something that wasn't, and if you actually worked on those aircraft or whatever, it is frustrating when people are just not listening to you or not understanding. Until you explain something, they just go, "You sure?" And you think, "Yeah."
It's like what Waitrose was saying the other day on, I think it was on one of his members' videos, and it's like people who get hung up on the right color. There's no such thing as the right color because one, the color fades on everything.
Yeah.
So it's never exactly the same on every. You can have 100 vehicles and they'll all be different colors. And then you've got was the camera calibrated, or was it not, or was it done on black and white as somebody's just used a color code to sort of figure it out? Well, okay, well that color would have changed quite quickly. Is the computer screen you're looking at calibrated, and is the film that the picture was stored on, was it stored correctly and things like that?
Yeah. So again, if something looks good to your eye, then be happy with it.
Exactly.
As I mentioned, for the Young Panther, I specifically went out and chose paints that apparently comply to the original paints that were used on them. But again, every brand has slightly different colors of those standards.
Exactly.
And for a standard so my exposure when I was working in Laverton at a place called SCLMU, or became AMSPO, after it became SSO, and they keep on changing names like every other bloody government organisation. But yeah, so what my job there was, I was the technical maintenance avionics technical support officer.
Yeah.
So I was like the guy that would say yes or no to any procurement that the public servants would get in, like parts for aircraft. So looking at and avionics sort of looks after itself in that you just go, yep. We need this. Do they still make it? No, it's been superseded by that. Okay, we'll order that one instead. And then you change all the documentation to say the supersession and this and why and the coding and everything else.
Yeah.
But that was generally okay because not much changed in that space.
Yeah.
However, paint, like my offsider who was a painter, the bulk of the work we did there was with his trade because, again, all these we had substitution and different brands and companies that couldn't provide certain paints and everything else, and working with all that, and it was constantly changing. Plus, you're dealing with not just American NSNs and everything else, but NSNs are truly worldwide. It's an American system that that all of NATO has adopted.
Yeah.
And Australia's not in NATO, but neither is most of the other countries that use it, like Russia and stuff. So it's all interesting. And what I was learning about paints is for say a color to comply to a spec, you have a spec and a standard, and they're different things.
Yeah.
But if you have a color specification of a standard, and it would be RAL, whatever that is, 6003, then every 6 months the manufacturer is meant to supply a sample that gets tested either by the Department of War, as it's called now over there, or the whoever is controlling that thing, and that it all costs money. And that's why one of the things that Trump is saying, let's get rid of standards and standard testing. It's to save money, so you have less public servants. But the deal is, the difference between the Western world and developed countries and undeveloped countries are standards. And by that, I don't mean using cutlery when you're eating food or whatever. I mean things that comply to health standards for restaurants and all that sort of stuff is what saves lives. And there's a reason for it. So again, I don't understand why that idiot is saying, let's get rid of that to save money. When, geez, I'm cranky.
Old age is creeping up on you, isn't it?
Oh, well, back in my day.
Back when Ford was running the shop.
Oh, I did see.
Old man Ford.
So it's getting there. It's getting already.
It's like a giant piece of cheese.
What's the time? Oh, yeah. But no, once I get this in place, then then I can start sanding the rest of it, and that'll be, it won't take too long to get that down, but it'll be noisy because it'll be like a violin. All these bits will vibrate. Every one of these frames will vibrate. And it'll just be high pitched squeals and stuff like that. So most of the shaping will be done off screen. Oh, this is nice. It's working. It's working.
Yes, master. So you're going to go and visit Paul when you're in Melbourne?
Well, I should do, because I'm staying at his house.
Well, yeah. You should at least say hello to him.
Yeah, so he arrived back, the better-looking male arrived back from the US, from LAX. He arrived this morning. So I spoke to him a couple of hours later and stuff like that, and he was just I sat in an SR-71, and over there's a B-29, and all that stuff. He was just loving it, because I recommended a specific aviation museum in SeaTac, pretty much, like Seattle, Tacoma. It's the Museum of Flight, I believe it is. So it's at it's closer to Renton, I guess you'd say, than anywhere else. But it's where the red barn is. That see, Boeing. The reason why Boeing is a company that makes aircraft is Boeing was a wood company, and the owner of the company wanted to look for ways to sell more wood products.
Yeah.
That's why Seattle was really useful for that, because all really straight, tall trees and everything else. So obviously back in the day, everything was wooden. If I just Google this, Museum of Flight in Seattle. Right, so this is. Yeah, okay. So Seattle's on top there. And Tacoma is down where the airport is there.
Okay.
Right? So in between the two, you've got this thing, the Museum of Flight, and you can see it's got its own runway and all that sort of stuff like that. But if I change the camera angle and spin it around and zoom right in the middle there, it's what they call the Red Barn.
Yeah.
So that used to be Boeing. In fact, you can't really see, but above the windows on top floor, it says Boeing Aircraft Co.
Yeah.
So, it's expanded somewhat from there. So it's a very interesting place to be. And it's almost like going to Kitty Hawk in a way, because, Boeing is such a big brand. Oh, well, what an allegation. What an allegation. Tiff is saying that, is it my time of the month? You're super cranky today. I don't think I am.
Menstruating.
Menstruating. No.
Joe, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing this bus finish. It's going to look really nice.
Oh, well, you can't wait to see the back of it.
No, just can't wait to see it finish. It's going to look lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
So I bought a new thing for the stash today, but I won't show you what it is.
Yeah. What did you get?
I won't show you what it is.
Oh, fine.
Because it'll be in the Sprue Pulse at some point. So I'll keep it as a surprise.
You think I wake up in time for that? On a Sunday.
Yeah, all right. All right, here we go.
I
bought a Fairy.
Oh, right. Trumpeter Fairy Formula Mark 1. Cool.
Yeah. So it's the only aircraft that had a Mark. I think it's Mark 13 Merlin engine.
All right.
And the reason I bought it, let me get through all these bits and pieces. Oh, sorry, this has nothing to do with wooden ships. Oh, excuse me. There's a lot of parts in a small box, really. That's what
trumpeter kit's like?
They have an A team and a B team, exactly like Lockheed Martin. So I think day shift, everything works well and everything's like to good standard. And then you get a kit that was obviously done by the B shift, and
Yeah.
it can be a hot mess. All right, we've got the full aircraft there, but you can see the wing cut out there.
Yes.
So the wing fold on this one, they go backwards, like that. And
Yeah, that's gonna look cool.
let me zoom in on that.
So are you sort of building
Oh.
a collection of folded wing aircraft?
Well, I am now. Photo layout. There we go. So you can see, yeah. So the flaps on the inside of the wing flip up and over.
Yeah.
And then that allows the rest of the wing to sit closer to the
Fuselage.
So it's interesting. So the scheme I'm going to do is one of the early ones where they had recognition on black on the port side and white on the starboard side. And with those two flipped up there, you've got those black and white plus all the camouflage and everything else. And it looks really sort of interesting.
Yeah.
So that's what that was about. No, I'm not really into folded wing aircraft. But
I think
that'll do.
Other than like the occasional Spitfire stuff, I think folded wing aircraft are probably the way to go because it saves so much space.
Oh, it's on that.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to build more naval aircraft, and
True.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my jam, the subject matter I enjoy more than most is, so you're missing the top of my head so you can see what else I'm doing on the bench, but you get the audio, can duck down on it. British aviation.
Yeah.
And this ticks the boxes. So it's British aviation. It's the size I want. I very, very nearly bought another mini-yard vehicle. I mentioned that yesterday, the Tempos.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will be getting one of them, just not today.
Yeah, I'm quite liking these mini-yard vehicle kits. I might see if I can get the World War One armoured car kit. There's one that's in an Indian scheme that's really nice.
Is it the Austin?
Rolls Royce, I think.
Oh, the Rolls Royce one. I know Meng do one.
Well, the Mini-Art do one with the full interior.
Yeah, they do.
And they got in one with they got different paint scheme ones. So they got German one, Russian one, Indian one. I quite like the Indian scheme. That's quite cool.
All right. You got me.
Wouldn't mind doing this German one.
The German?
Yeah, I haven't done a German one yet, and it has a skull and crossbones on it.
So one of these Tempos, the three-wheeled vehicles.
Yes.
That Mini-Art do. That's Alpine Milk. Yeah, it's a milk van. But then they've got one from the Netherlands in the early 60s. You can probably see there, Gezondheid Milk, which means health, milk.
Yeah.
Apparently.
With the other one, what you could have done is change the CH to an F.
Yeah. All right, so Mini Austin armored car. Oh, 25% off at the moment. Are we talking? Oh, is it like that one? You're thinking?
Yeah, that's cool.
25% off. So this one is Royal Irish Constabulary, 1919.
That would go with the Whippet you did.
Very much. It would, yeah.
That was paraded in Ireland, wasn't it?
It was. Anyway, yeah. So they're like Mini-Art a quarter off. That one's a quarter off, and they can be like 35% here and there and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, they've got most of them. The only one they don't have that I would have bought is a beer delivery van, but I'm thinking of getting the beer delivery Tempo, the three-wheeler, just because beer.
Oh, 25 quid on Amazon. Sod off. Right. That's the one I was on about.
Oh, okay. Oh, let's have a look at you.
Oh.
So,
There we go.
oh yeah, the Indian pattern. Yeah, it is the same vehicle.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So is that one I was looking at? Is that?
Comes with P in that as well.
Aston Armored.
Hmm.
Okay. So, all right. So that one there that's 30% off. So, okay. So yeah, they've got a number of them. Oh god. They've got a number of them. I'll go
Ooh,
back
the
to
German one looks good. Scale model shop, 38 quid. Look at that.
Exit solo layout. Oh no. Oh, a German
That
one.
looks cool.
All right, so I'm zooming in on me because I can. So this is, the front line and all the range. I've got them all in stock except that one there, I think. Yeah, they've got, yeah. Oh, okay.
That's the German one I like.
Hang on.
The Frycore one.
Yeah, right.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
That look cool. Some like rusting around the edges and stuff.
So yeah, they don't have the Procor one. They've got, 30% off the Czechoslovakian Russian one, and the Indian one. 25% off the Irish one.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the British one. Yeah. So if I was going to get one now, it'd be the time, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you vile temptress, Mr. Bearded.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Ooh, they got the British one as well. There you go. That would go with your Whippet.
Whippet, good.
Yeah. How cool would that look next to your Whippet?
Yeah, it would absolutely suit it, wouldn't it?
Let's see what else they've got. Ooh. They've got British
Got
B armoured lorry.
note here from Tiff for you saying, do it, do it, do it. Yeah.
How cool is that? So
Yeah,
same
very.
chassis as the bus. We could do a whole series of just B-type builds.
Oh, okay. Let me go. I'm missing a couple of comments. So, Joe is saying, Tiff, that's what all we old men do. We put in our man bonds. Gino's in. He's saying hello, John and Mikey.
Hello.
And hello to the chat. So let's have a look at you there. So this is the
Lanchester. Yeah.
Lanchester.
I need to turn the brightness down. Hang on. Because apparently my camera doesn't like it. There we go.
Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it?
Mm.
And you can get brass spoked wheels for that as an upgrade.
Yeah.
Duke is saying, sorry guys, I'm going to have to go to bed, but I'll watch the rest in the morning. Yeah, you don't have to, but thank you for joining us, Duke.
Yeah.
Jim is saying, have no particular national theme for modelling subjects. Prefer to build according to my particular likes, no matter what country of origin. Yeah, 100%. But, I do jump around, as you know. I'm building a British omnibus, a German tank. That's the Meng one, yeah.
The Rolls-Royce one.
So that actual vehicle's in the Tank Museum down in Bovington. Yeah. Had a look at that. It's gorgeous condition.
Yeah.
Jim is saying, have noted a tendency to build more wheeled vehicles as of late, half tracks, jeeps, armored cars, etc. I think they're more interesting than tanks, but I am loving the Ugg Panther. Bob is saying he's looking at a Copper State models Lancia 1ZM, possibly in the Channel Islands in German livery.
Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, you do that. CSM makes a nice ride of World War I armoured cars. They certainly do. Oh. Who would have thought, like 30 years ago, that the what used to be behind the Iron Curtain would be leading the world in scale modelling.
Focus.
Ooh, that's in braille scale.
Hmm.
Yeah,
1/72.
yeah.
Did they do it in 1/35?
They'd have to. Oh, somebody
No,
would.
1/72 is tiny.
It is.
It's only about that big for an armored car, isn't it? Oh, they do it in 1/35. There we go. There we go.
Oh, great box art too.
Them tyres are interesting.
Because they're the correct colour?
Yeah.
Or they're not?
No. I mean, I don't know. With it being Italian, I don't know, but yeah, I think they're interesting.
Yeah.
Especially with the solid disc wheels.
Oh, okay. Changing
I
subject.
like
Tiff
the
is saying, I
Italian
do
flag
love
on
my vehicles. Tiff's seen a 1:9 scale bike I'd love to build. It's just very expensive. Well, share what it is. Let's Google the hell out of that one too.
1/9 scale bike.
Jim is saying, Mikey, Dutch Dom recently did a kit review of that Meng Rolls-Royce armoured car. It looks to be a cracking kit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's loads of different 1/9 scale bikes. They are rather large. It'd probably be easier if you can spray them.
Yeah, but you can get aerosols. Joe saying, well, Jim, that would be a great kit to do. Love Meng. Oh, he's doing the little dance.
Why have you got me on full screen, dude?
I don't know. Let's take you off full screen.
There we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. I can't remember what we've got planned next. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I know what's coming after the omnibus.
Do I?
Mm-hmm. World War One ammo truck. I think Tuesdays is sort of our World War One day, isn't it?
I'd be happy to do more of that.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting stuff. Like a lot of it's unusual. Like that, like Lanchester, for instance.
Yeah.
Until that kit came out, you know, you'd hear about it occasionally, and things like they have them in, I think, the Peaky Blinders and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not everywhere. It's not widely known.
Well, it was sort of like the really early days of mechanized warfare and motor cars and things like that. So we hadn't fallen into the trap of sort of rules about what things should do and look like.
Yeah.
So they were just mad, some of them.
Yeah, let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, well, we have no other choice. We're too committed now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Does it fit people in? Yep, that'll do.
Yeah. Jim was asking if you were doing a Welsh chorus line a moment ago.
No, no.
It looked like Charlie Chaplin.
Too uncoordinated.
Tiff is it's a Meng BMW R18 Classic.
Ooh.
So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to Google that, aren't I? All right.
Yeah.
BMW R18.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Be cool if they did a Triumph Thunderbird or something.
Ooh.
I'd make one of them for my dad.
Oh, yeah, it's expensive. Oh, it's in stock too, the bastard. There's two of them. There's
Okay.
a pre-colored edition.
Yep.
And there's the classic kit. So let's bring that up. Oh, crikey. All right. That's nice enough.
Oh, nice.
But that's, yeah, in Australian dollaroonies,
Mm-hmm.
$200.
Yowzers. That's what, about
And
50p?
yeah, it is 50p-ish. And the pre-painted one is $239.
Wow.
So no, I'll not be doing that one.
Ew.
Not that.
Stick with our World War One and stuff like that.
I did do a big Tamiya bike. I can't remember the scale. I think it was 1 to 12.
Yeah.
What was it? I think it was 1 to 12. It was a Honda CX500 Turbo.
Yeah.
Which is, putting a turbocharger on a motorbike is probably not the best idea. Certainly when they were, not as refined.
Yeah.
And sort of kick in and sort of kick you off. But I do love the kit. In fact, it's been released recently, re-released by Tamiya. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah. Have you seen the Meng 135 A7V with interior?
Oh yeah, sure I have.
I've got that kit. That's a nice kit. I need to do that at some point. It beggars belief that they had, between 15 and 20 man crew, depending on what they were doing. It's insane. And the best way to defeat them was to just topple them over.
Yeah, mad.
That's how the first tank battle was won.
Oh yeah, so Diff is confirming. Yeah, it's about 130 pounds there, and most bikes are 1 to 12 scale.
Yeah.
No, this was double the size. Must be 1 to 6. It was big. It was like that big. Like what's that? A foot long?
Yeah, if you're bragging.
Yeah. And stupidly, the first pay slip I ever got when I was a first year apprentice, I spent the entire amount of money on that kit.
Yeah.
Because idiot modeler back then.
There you go. For those that haven't seen it, that's the Meng A7V kit.
Oh, out of focus. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That's cool kit. And it's got full interior on it. Over there, it's about $130 or something.
A7V. Oh yeah, 100 would be 120, 140. But sold out.
Yeah. Ooh, they've got. That's interesting. What scale is that? That's got to be 1/72. Oh, it's a book.
Oh, there you go. Hobby Times confirming 1 to 6 scale CX500 Turbo got all the big Tamiya kit bike. Did you really? Awesome. Yeah, they're great builds. And Tiff is saying 1 to 6. Damn. Yeah, big box. Lots of parts. It's really lovely kits.
You want to do the FT17 at some point as well, don't you?
I do.
I think. Let's have a look. 135
But
FT17.
there's not many available.
There isn't.
I was looking at a brand today, but
there's Meng.
It looked like a short run. Yeah, the Meng one, you get a 1 to huge one. It's
Ooh,
a 1 to 16 scale.
Cool. Sorry, just drooling over a Char 2C.
Well, you're only human.
There you go. Char. Oh, freak off. There you go. Char 2C. French super heavy tank.
Filper. Zoom in on. Yeah, that'd be a good size.
Pretty cool. I think if I was going to do the FT17, I would do the one with the cast turret this time. Because I've done the other one.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to do anything that you've already done.
No, like I said, I'd just do the one with the cast turret.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is making. I'm just starting on the frame there, just getting the initial shape in it. It's making short work of this ply. I think that's wonderful. What a purchase!
So 135. Ooh. Got all sorts we could do. Focus.
God, so good.
What time are you thinking of finishing today?
Oh, I don't know. How long have I been on? 1 hour?
Yeah.
I'll do another hour.
Yeah.
Because I'll get lots of stuff done in that time.
Yeah.
I've only just started doing this. I've been filing this for about a minute. So let's change the camera and just show you progress. So you can see straight away. So what I'm going to try to do is you got the outside profile, but the inside you put the block up to it, and I've drawn with a pencil where that is. So what I need to do is leave the outside profile, but make the inside profile down to that level there. And you know what? In about 1 minute or so, I'm about a quarter of the way there. So it's look at that, nearly halfway there. So it's absolutely wonderful. So well done, Bob. Great recommendation. This will be, this is going to, I'm grinning from ear to ear. But I'll leave that for now. I'll leave the
frame. Your menopause has come to an end then.
My menopause? What?
Your menopause.
Don't know what you're talking
about. Menstruating, sorry.
If you want me to complain about stuff, I could do that. It's probably better than anyone.
You are a master at it.
Yeah. Oh, no singing. Oh, it's my channel. Fuck you.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, as you can see, this whole scale modeling is not really. I should be doing this at a different place, but no, that's really nice. I don't think I'll even need to get defined ones, because I could just clean that up with any sanding stick, say an SMS one or whatnot. Oh yeah. Oh, lovely.
Do you know what? I'm going to love it when when I got the military one version of this done as well, having the two of them together. That's going to look nice.
Bob's saying his DR1 fetish has landed me with various scales from 1/72 to 1:4 scale. Crikey. Unbelievable. Yeah. Interesting aircraft. Tamiya, Hobby Time is saying, Tamiya 1:6 scale CV750 Honda is about 70 to 80 pounds in the UK, plus the Suzuki 1100 Katana too. And that's always been, I think, everybody loves a Katana, a beautiful bike. Those kits from the 80s, oh my God, so good.
I always wanted a Triumph Daytona.
Oh, well, yes. Well, a real one?
Yeah.
Gino saying, "See you later. I have to go watch. Have to go watch the rest of this evening." Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Gino. Yeah. So I was back in the day. I remember saying to my father, "Dad, think about getting a motorbike." And he said, "Were you?" And I sort of went, "Oh." And that was the end of the discussion. So it was a couple of years after that, I mentioned that to a friend of mine. And he said, if your dad says something, you can say no. What? What do you mean, hey? It never occurred to me.
Yeah, do you know what? It's a strange thing. It's only the last few years, even though I've been married for like 10 years now. Literally on Friday, it'll be 10 years. I'm still getting used to the idea that I'm an adult. I don't have to do what other people tell me anymore. If I want to have something to eat it, if I decide I want to make a bacon sandwich at 12 o'clock at night, that's my choice. I don't have to stick to set meal times and things.
Well, Bron's working tomorrow. Tomorrow happens to be 9/11.
Yes, it's also my
every other part of the world. It's September.
Yeah.
The 11th. My daughter's birthday.
Is it?
It is. So she turns 21.
Oh.
So Bron. So we're going out to a pub dinner tomorrow. It's family because everyone's here. I've got all 4 kids here at the moment.
Oh no.
Yeah. Which it's been hilarious actually.
Luckily, none of them watch our shows.
Oh, never. But yeah, and Bron said, take Jennifer brunch tomorrow. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I could do that. I can go and have a eggs Benedict somewhere or something like that. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And then finish up with a couple of tasty beers in the arvo.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's also my mum and stepdad's wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Oh, how many years?
Well, they got married 2 years before 9/11 happened.
Oh, there you go. So 23.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the 24th anniversary of it, of the event.
So yeah, 26 years they'll have been married.
Bob is saying 1 to 4 scale radio control semi-scale with a 15cc engine. Really? Radio control, DR1. Tiff is saying that's the joys of living alone. No one telling me what to do.
Yeah. I mean, if I go to make something like a meal, like last night, I made chicken and sweet corn pasta bake for my tea. I still say to Kate, is it all right if I have it in a sweet corn? But I think that's less about needing permission, more about just being courteous to your partner.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have anything planned for this?
No, I think, yeah, I've got to admit, I do love family. It's the thing I'm most proud of. And I think we're good at it because, all the kids have turned out well, better than we hoped, if that makes sense. No, because you know what I mean? You always go, oh my God, are they going to get into drugs and all that sort of stuff? And none of that happened. None of them smoke. None of them, they enjoy a drink every so often, but no more than, say, 2 or 3 or whatever. Oh, that's wonderful. So we've done okay.
Good. Of course, you were away for most of it with the RAF.
Yeah, I missed them all growing up. So, so that's the reason.
Yeah. I know how that feels.
Yeah. Oh, I did see that, obviously in the news, in Qatar, certain events happening and all that.
Oh, yeah. Saw that. Exciting stuff.
Well, 30 k's away from a US base. I do. Here's the thing: if it was an airstrike, as reported, well, that's proof that these F-35s can get into a very heavily defended country without being noticed.
Yeah.
Carry out a mission and then get clear. Like these, they're expensive assets, but they're working, aren't they? Whenever, the US haven't used them, as far as I'm aware, but the country that is using them, every raid they're doing is a complete success.
Yeah.
So it does look like it's actually worth investment.
Well, this whole fighting in the Middle East and fighting in Eastern Europe, they're great test beds for Western technology, aren't they?
Oh, well, this is the thing. I honestly thought that, Americans tend to like to test their things. So, they'll invent a war and go in with great reckless abandon. But
Yeah.
they haven't done it with the F-35. But changing from the Department of Defense to the Department of War doesn't sound particularly fun. It's like, if Japan changed their name from the Self-Defense Force to the let's attack everyone force, the whole world will sort of go,
Yeah.
I have concerns, hand up.
Yeah.
Is this necessary? But Jesus.
People's Department of Annihilation.
Yeah. Well, let's face it. My view is, every country, they should have a right to defend themselves, and it's all that sort of stuff. So if America wants to be isolationist, then don't change the name of the Department of Defense inwards looking to the Department of War outwards looking. Because if you want to be isolationist and withdrawal and not look after the rest of the world, then you lose the ability for us to give a fuck what you think or say.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll just go, we don't care what you think because, look at what you've turned your back on.
Yeah.
Ah.
I think
Mansplaining again.
You can only badmouth your allies so much before they just go, you know what, you're out the game. You're out off the team.
Well,
we're not playing with you anymore. Even if you're the biggest guy in the room, you can very quickly end up being put to one side because nobody wants to play a game with you anymore.
Yeah.
And if they're not careful, that's going to happen to America.
Well, there's something you've not heard of over there. The Australian ambassador to the US is a guy called Kevin Rudd, who used to be an Australian Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
Trump hates him because he said one time, I've met this Donald Trump guy. Yeah, he's an odious cretin. So Trump refuses to meet him, have anything to do with him. But because he's the ambassador, then he's also refusing to have a meeting with or dialogue with the Australian Prime Minister. Now, up till now, that's been great because, the trouble is if you want to talk to Trump, then you're going to have to just sit there and be abused because, he's not good at giving out compliments. And so far we've avoided him, but I think Albanese, the Australian Prime Minister, wants to have a dialogue with Trump, and so far it's not happened. So the guy that hasn't made any deals, so he says, we've made over 200 deals with countries. If you've got one of the major trading partners in the free world wanting to sit down and have a one-to-one chat with them and they're not even answering the phone, I'm just looking at it going, why should we? There's going to be a point when we say, we don't need you. We'll trade with China instead. And I honestly, the more this goes on, the more I'm thinking we might as well do that because you can't deal with assholes.
Well, it'd probably be easier for you lot anyway.
Dealing with China, then you've got to deal with China. But, I'd rather things like if they just jail the guy, then everything goes back to normal. Like, it's simple as that. I mean,
you think of post 2020 is the way the world is now is very different to pre 2020 because of what happened. Just social interactions when you could go in about your business and on the street and stuff, it feels very different because we all got used to social distancing and things like that. Well, some of us did. Some people did.
Yeah. I'm having a full-on international diatribe here. And hello to all our American friends. It's true, I actually love American people. But if anyone's taking offense to anything I'm saying, either go and have a critical think about your views or we'll shoot the guy in the other ear. You have a choice. I didn't say that. I don't mean that, of course.
That's
but
tantamount to insurrection.
no, it's not insurrection. If I'm a foreigner, like oh God, I'd happily go and do it myself, but oh my God, I don't think they'd let me into your country because I speak different. I'm of a different color. I have white hair.
I'm not sure where to go with this conversation now.
So let's move on then.
Yeah.
But you get my point. I think he is the worst of people. If you want to think of an odious cretin, I can't think of anyone that I find more despicable than a guy like the person who has been elected as to represent. Is he really the best that your country can offer?
But that's the thing, though. They weren't picking the best the country could offer. They're trying to pick the one they believed most in out of two people, and one of them wasn't even voted into that candidacy.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
they got what they voted for.
Yeah, maybe it's like the last UK election that it's been described to me by people over there. But it's not so much Starmer's voted in, but the other people were voted out.
Exactly.
And I think that's a big difference.
One of the other things to consider as well is, while Starmer has a massive majority in Parliament, is he has a minority in terms of vote share, so he doesn't have a mandate for anything, really. He just has a lot of MPs they can force things through with.
Oh no, I've got my non-moderator upset.
You
and
just know
Joe saying it's true. I didn't like the previous one either.
You just know you're going to be having guys with black overalls, bloody running in the house with the laser pointers on the end of their gats and things.
Well, let's face it. Look, if they're going to take out boats that aren't in international waters, like the boat that they took out, it was not going to America. That boat would not have the range. It was a good 1,600 k's from the US. It was going to another country. So you can't just sit there, take out a foreign vessel with your military and say, "Oh, I'm protecting our kids," when you're giving your kids guns. Like, yeah, no, there's a point where I'm just going, yeah, you need to sort of shut up.
Yeah. Greta Thunberg's boat got destroyed as well, didn't it? Or it got targeted by drones.
Sorry, what did?
The yacht that she was trying to go to Gaza on.
Yeah, were they?
Yeah, it got attacked by drones. So they got another one, and that got attacked by drones too.
Oh no! I did see. Is it Poland had an attack of drones from Russia? So yeah, the world's a much better place than what it was, say, before COVID.
Yeah.
What's happened? Have we all, all forgotten how to deal with things?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think people lost their minds and their intelligence.
This is working. So, as I say, I'm contouring the bow, but and then the next step is, turning the camera slightly. It's that step there, but it's working. It's all coming to. It'll take a while, but
Modders has got hurty feelings. You need to apologise.
Well, excuse me for trying to save your channel. Joe's. So he loves Halloween.
The question is, John, do you consider it worth saving?
Well, I just don't see. Again, it's a thing. No, I won't go there.
Well, that's my tyres painted. Super. My exhaust is painted. Kind of. I just need to paint those brackets, actually. Red paint, where are you?
Oh, I hope you're shaking a bottle of paint.
It depends. Oh, wait, that's the wrong channel. Taking it down from the inside. Vengeance is sweet, bitch.
Beautiful. Yeah. This is going to work. It is pretty remarkable how much wood you need to take off.
Yeah.
But yeah, once, as I say, once these ends are done, the rest of it will be fairly straightforward. But it doesn't take much to contour the hull, because you're either from the center line, which you're keeping, uniform front and back, it tapers off towards the stern and towards the bow. So from there, if you just use a perfect thing like, what's that, a 15 centimeter? How long is it? Well, much longer, 23 centimeter standing stick that you can do 4 or 5 grains at once. So that'll be fine.
First time I've heard a guy complaining about having too much wood, but yeah.
I just knocked off a couple of things from my shelf. I didn't know I had them up there. 3 Squadron F-35 Lightning.
Yep.
And the 3 Squadron Battle Budgie.
Cool. Did you ever send off them stickers, by the way?
Not the SMS ones. You're talking about... Oh, the Imperial Thumbs Up?
No. There's some stickers you were going to send over from me and Gary that you got at a modelling show or something.
Yeah. It was these SMS ones. Yes, they're in the mail, all of them.
Ah.
No, they're not. I'm lying. They're all here. No, I'll do that at some point.
Not that I'm scrounging for freebies. Just
no, it's all
reminded me
it's
that
all
you
good.
mentioned them.
So, yeah, another 40 minutes left. That'll be fine.
Yeah. At least you haven't been on your own for 2 hours.
Oh, no, but I could do that quite happily as well, but there'd be less talk.
Well, there wouldn't. It'd just be more you ranting.
Well, I also have the view that, there's a lot of, people, there'd be a lot of people that won't watch particular channels or points of view because they don't agree with their own.
Yeah.
But if, say, one of the wonderful American citizens is interested in building a wooden ship, they've got to understand that people from other countries can have an outside view that may not be in line with their views. My view is I wish nothing but the best for the American people. But the way to do that is to,
in your opinion?
In my opinion, is throw the corrupt guy in jail. That's simple as that. It's like, it's not even he's not in it for you. He's in it to make himself more money. That's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't pay enough attention to it. And I think you pay a little bit too much attention to it sometimes.
No, I don't. It's not the only thing I'll watch. I'd rather watch, say, history channels and all that sort of stuff like that. But I do have always followed world affairs because you need to understand how everything's working around you. You can't just live in. Okay, so here's the story. So earlier today, I was speaking to my brother Andrew, not the better-looking Marley. This is obviously the worse off-looking Marley. And what he was saying is like, I went and saw Dad for Father's Day and asked him what he wanted. Did he want to eat anything? And he just said McDonald's. So that was it. So we're going to order McDonald's. And my other brother said, not Paul, the other one, the mediocre Marley, said, I'll order it on my app, my Macca's app. And Andrew was like, what? What's all this? It's an app on your phone. Oh, I don't know. Do you download things on your phone? I don't know. It's all technology. And he's pretending to be a Luddite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think you get any points for pretending to be stupid.
Yeah.
You can also, you don't get any points by pretending to be smart either. But if you are pretending to be ignorant of the fact that you have a smartphone, you can download certain things to have certain functions. Like if you want to use a calculator, you can download a calculator. Surely he understands that.
Yeah.
But he's just like, what's the bloody point?
People like to complain, I think.
Yeah. What?
But what that had to do with world affairs, I have no idea.
No, just you can live sort of like in a
bubble.
In a bubble, but then something will happen. I think it's a lyric from Elbow, like there's a little free world of just little kids throwing stones, and it's easy to ignore till they're knocking on the door of your homes.
Yeah. I think it also helps you to spot the BS as well from your own country. Especially
there's plenty of that. Yeah. Joe's saying he's looking at land in Scotland. Australia would be nice, but everything wants to eat you. I promise you, Joe, if you move to Australia, I will not eat you.
He'll gobble you up. Don't believe a word he says.
No, we quite like it here. I think, I'd much rather be, like most people. Most people are fiercely proud of where they come from, and I just think Australia is probably the best part of the world. But that in New Zealand, just because everyone's laid back and, just getting on with it, having a fair go and all that sort of stuff like that. It's all good. Don't believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. I think it was a line from Lou Reed.
I don't know.
From the album New York, which is one of my favourite albums. I love Lou Reed.
Oh, okay.
There's many things that hold the Marley Brothers together. Yeah. One of them is our love of Lou Reed, and the other is all of our partners' disdain for Lou Reed. Like he's one of those musicians that just loved, distortion and noise. So he would sit there and just go feedback and just turn this thing up to 11 and just sort of put it near the speaker and it'll start sort of doing that. So he just loved cacophony and well, not so much that. It was just there's one song of his called Possum, and it goes for 12 minutes, and it's almost like Revolution Number 9 by the Beatles. But it is absolute gold. It's just, it's just him and noise. In fact, one of Paul's nicknames was Possum.
Yeah.
Because, white hair, big fluffy black eyebrows. They reckon he looked like a possum. But one of his bosses walked into his office one day when he was like playing that, and he, what the hell is this crap? Yeah, it's Possum. Oh. Yes. He said, sorry, what the hell is that, Possum? Well, that's an idea. Instead of a koala, the better-looking Marley could be a possum.
It could, except for I don't know what a possum looks like.
I'll send you a couple of photos.
I'll just Google it. It's easier.
Scotland looks nice, but I think the weather's a bit like Seattle. Mind you, Paul just came back from Seattle and he truly loved it. It is a remarkable country. It really is.
Oh.
The United States are incredible. But Joe, your president can't pronounce Yosemite.
Yosemite.
He said Yosemite.
Okay.
How does he not know
Yosemite.
Yosemite?
I see what a possum is. It's basically a giant rat.
Like a kangaroo?
Yeah, it's like a cross between a kangaroo, a bush baby, and a rat.
Okay, show us a picture you've got. Let's zoom on you.
Oh.
A bush baby. Oh yeah, there we go. No, yeah. Yeah, well, that's one of them. Yeah. but so look up a ringtail possum.
Is this going to come up with something really dodgy?
No. Tiff is saying, while you're doing that, she says, as much as I love the Scottish views and stuff, I'd never consider living there or owning land there.
No, the laws are horrendous.
Are they? Well, it's just, I think it'd just be perpetually muddy.
Just for saying some of the stuff you said on here, if you said it in your own house, nobody else other than you and your family could hear it. Your kids could report you and you'd be arrested.
Well.
Just because you said you don't like a certain type of person.
Well, it's hard to like somebody who's spent their entire life fleecing other people. There we go. Isn't that beautiful?
Still looks like a cross between a bush baby and a rat.
So what's a bush baby?
You've never seen a bush baby?
I don't know what that is. It's like oh, I did see earlier today. What the hell?
Galago. It's a bush baby.
Oh my god.
And they have little, really long fingers for getting grubs out of the trees, out of the wood and things.
All right. No, I've not. Well, maybe I have seen that, but that looks like. Oh my god. All right. Galago. No, I've not heard of one.
They're from sub-Saharan Africa.
Joe's saying that old mate in the big gold office is saying he thinks the Civil War was with Mexico.
I thought that was the Mexican-American War.
Well, it really depends, doesn't it, who you speak to?
Yeah.
But no, he's a.
I mean, technically, it was a pre-US Civil War. Mexico's part of the US now, isn't it?
No, well, no, the US were in place, but they. Said,
I mean, pre-US as we know it today.
Well, no, because you had the 13 original colonies, they're well established by then.
Yeah, but they didn't have the 50 US states, did they?
No.
That's my point. And Mexico wasn't a state of the US at the time.
No, it was an independent country.
Exactly. So if it had been today, it would technically be a civil war because Mexico is part of the US.
Well, yeah. It was Patton's first rodeo.
Do you want to take me off big screen? Hello.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
All right, how are we doing? 1 hour 30. I will do this for 2 hours just because, it's just, this is just me sanding a block of wood.
It's a damn.
I don't particularly want to stay on here and rant about policies in other countries that I have no effect on. However, it is. I'm getting stuff done, so I'll stay for another half hour.
You're getting things out of your system as well, I think.
Well, I just think I'm just frustrated with how many warning signs a nation can crash through before they realise that they've been lied to.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the problem is they had one candidate who couldn't lie straight in bed, and another one who was the other option. But he was actually voted in by the party. and by the party members.
Well, one that couldn't lay straight in bed. Okay, but you have to consider that Biden was incapable of running again,
Yes.
and he was convinced not to. I think it was the correct decision.
Yes.
But
not that it made any difference.
No, I think America, unfortunately, isn't ready for a female president, no matter how good they could be at that job.
Have Australia had female prime ministers yet?
Yes, Julie Gillard, yes.
Oh, yeah, and then New Zealand had that horse face one, didn't they?
Jacinda Ardern?
That's it.
She's beautiful.
The ultra communist horse.
Wow.
She did have teeth like a horse.
Well. Oh, and apologies to all our New Zealand friends.
I'm not saying New Zealanders look like horses.
And my wife.
Are you saying your wife looks like a horse?
I'm saying she has teeth like Jacinda Ardern, which I think are rather nice. I love her smile. It's one of the reasons I get up every morning. It's like, when she's sitting there just saying,
"Why?
Up, you
she
lazy
smiles
piece of
as
shit."
you leave the room. You look back as you leave the room and see her smiling.
Yeah, no, I think Jacinda Ardern, I think, was wonderful. Not everyone in New Zealand would think so, but
she was a nut job, wasn't she?
No, she wasn't.
She tried to ban everything.
Did she, though?
Let's have a look at some of her policies. Because what we were getting over here is she was a complete bloody barn pot.
No, I think I thought she was a wonderful, not only candidate. I think she did an excellent job. I mean, remember they had a massacre there when it was, an Australian went in with a gun and shot up a mosque. And I don't think any leader really wants to deal with any of that. But she turned up and did what she felt needed to happen was a hug. And that, I think, is something that Trump is incapable of doing, is actually empathy for anyone else. God, this is nice. This is working! Still a long way to go. Long way to go, which is another great Phil Collins song. Good morning, it's Possum Day. Oh, Joe's saying, Bush baby looks like a heathen. And he says, too much extreme here in the States. I hate it. Anyway, love the ship, John. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's very early days. This looks nothing like the HMS Victory.
One of Ardern's policies was reduction in immigration.
Okay. It's not a bad thing. She wasn't ruining everything.
No, I'm not saying that was a bad thing. I just think it's a little bit contradictory to the rest of the policies.
No, because I think so. There was a point. You go back 10 years ago. So one of the things I saw Farage say maybe a week and a half ago was Australia had an immigration problem, and then Tony Abbott got into power, and the boat stopped within 3 days. Now, I was on Orion's at the time, so the job I was doing was literally border protection. That's pretty much most of the operations we were doing. So I know how many boats are inbound and all that sort of stuff like that, and they are not what Nigel Farage thinks they were, nor are they what. I think Tony Abbott actually had all the correct information. But if they went public about it, there'd be an outcry because there's too many boats. But the fact is, Australia is geographically isolated, probably more than most countries on the planet, except New Zealand. but we still had this massive influx. So that people would get out of a certain country, say, let's say Iran, Iraq, wherever, name anywhere, fly to somewhere where it's a Muslim country, they have no visa requirements, and then jump on another plane to Australia and then declare asylum here, which would be fine. Or you can go to Indonesia and then catch a boat across, and a lot of people died doing that because it's treacherous seas and monsoons and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in a way, what was happening was trying to save lives. Like, that's certainly the way I saw it. But the thing is, the people that we were then sending to offshore processing at Christmas Island and other places, instead of putting it in hotels in Australia, which is what Gillard was doing, wasn't really working, because you can't have deals with other countries without selling your soul. And I don't think we should have to do that. Like, we can throw money at the problem and just sort of cover it all up and all that sort of stuff like that. Or we could just sort of deal with it and think, well, the reason why immigration is so high, you could say it's because of the wars that Australia's involved in. But the reason we were involved in those wars was to save people from tyrannical governments like Saddam Hussein. So the dude had to go. But I also maintain the view, and this is where it's going to be controversial, that most of the Julie Gillard would call irregular people movement, which I would call refugees, this century have come from Syria because of the Assad regime killing their own people. It's not the West doing it to the East or the Muslim world. It's the Muslim world doing it to themselves, with none of us on the ground having a schwack at them. So things are not all that good in the Muslim world either. So the whole world is just...
Problem is, the world's been run by lunatics, and that's the problem.
Well, I don't think anyone should be... Oh, God, just look after people. So I mentioned on the stream yesterday that, like, I'm rereading Les Miserables, the Victor Hugo novel. So Jean Valjean's finally arrived. We're 50-odd pages in, and, blah, 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 blah. But the first 50-odd pages are describing the bishop and how good a person he was. And he had nothing for himself, and everything was for the poor and all that sort of stuff like that. And there should be more of that, more looking after. So I think welfare is one of the things that is best about human nature. If there's a cathedral in Paris burns down, then people like me can donate $100 towards rebuilding it and stuff. And you could say, religion's terrible and stuff. But my view is the religions of the world do much more to help people who can't help themselves than the governments.
I don't think there's a problem with religion. I think there's a problem with ideologies. It's the ideologues that are the problem rather than the religious.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
The ideologues tend to take things too far.
Yeah. But, you've got...
stop engaging their brains.
World... The things that the world should be most proud of are, like, 1,700-year-old Buddha statues carved in cliffs in Afghanistan and then being blown up by the Taliban because they don't necessarily agree with the figurine. We just go, just preserve somebody else's heritage.
Again, it's ideologues not using their brains, isn't it?
It's all, Let's solve the world problems. Tune in next week when we solve Gaza. No,
where SWAT team will be going straight through John's front door.
Well, if they can interview me or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not the first international scandal I've been involved in. No, I'm not kidding. Have I told you about the F-22 thing?
Yeah.
Sorry, the F-35 thing. Okay. So for the people who haven't seen me talk about this, so many years ago, 25 years ago, in fact, I was at the Lockheed Martin plant in Georgia on a C-130J course, the initial course for the J model Herc, which has now become ubiquitous, has been been built for 25 years and they're still building it now. The aircraft itself is 75 years old. But the J model in particular is, had a lot of naysayers at the start, but they're still building it a quarter of a century later. Anyway, Australia's just bought more of them. The building next to where we were being trained on that was where they were designing the F-35. And the other side of that, think of a glass atrium at the front of the building with a security desk, the guy sitting at the desk, as you'd see in the movies and everything else.
Yeah.
And there's a cafeteria out to the left-hand side there. So you walk in the front door and then out the side door, and you're at the cafeteria. Well, we walked into the building and we were, 6 of us. It was my idea. And then we're on the ground with, guns pointed at the back of our heads because we were foreign nationals in a top secret building without permission. And it became an issue. I just thought, oh, shit, what have I done? And stuff like that. So go forward a few months, we get back to Australia. And we had people from Canberra saying, like, straight away, what's going on? But they had people turning up to interview us to say, what happened? We had the Pentagon directly calling the Australian government to complain and stuff like that. And we're just thinking, oh, but we're Australians. Are we your friends? And all that sort of stuff like that. And they're just saying, nah, we don't care about Australia or anything else. And that was a bit of a surprise.
Not really. It's the Americans.
Yeah.
It's the American government, isn't
it? So it's not one of the best choices I've made in my life, but
should have gone left. Turned right when you should have gone left.
Yeah. Anyway, I just didn't. I was young and I wouldn't say stupid, but I didn't. Yeah. As a go forward another, say, 20 years, as a sergeant, I'd say, guys, let's not do that. But I was an LAC, I didn't really know anything.
Yeah.
Joe's saying, let's do that, John, a new channel on saving the world. Plus building German armor. Plus, he gives tips on proper golf etiquette, as in, wow. See, I say Joe would understand. I having spinal fusion and rods and screws and stuff in my spine. I cannot play golf. Like twisting is my kryptonite, I think. So if you want to talk about golf, Joe, you're more than welcome. But I can't join you. If I went over there to meet you, I could not. You could take me out golfing, but I'd have to just walk around with you and say, "Nice shot, Joe." I wouldn't be
you could shout 4 or 3,
2.
Yeah. And sneeze just as the other person starts to swing. Just to help Joe out.
Oh, I'm singing again.
Your channel, mate.
I'll tell you what. So, sneaky recommendation: if you're looking at building a wooden ship, Permagrit. Do it. Look them up. I'm seriously impressed with these products. I only bought the 2, and you can see it's 22 Australian dollars, £11 ish.
Yeah.
Made in the UK.
Nice.
Yeah, really good product, and they come in all those shapes: square, 6mm, round, 6mm, round 12, 18mm, tangent, 90 degrees, external, an internal, a flat, a sanding block, and a contour block.
Nice.
They seem like excellent products, and I think you're right. This will last me forever. This is going to remain sharp because being the way. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. I don't know if I can. Yeah, so it's literally, as you said, just swarf, just pretty much fused to a contour, but it's loose as well, so it doesn't fill up. There's no there's no real sawdust there or anything at all. It all just falls away. It's just on the bench, so it's just perfect. Great product.
Excellent. Yeah, excellent.
So if Permagrit want to sponsor this channel, Joe is saying just teaching young golfers to yell "Floor."
What you do is you wait for them to shout for, and then you go skin.
What
Stood in the bushes.
did you yell, Nathan?
That'd throw them off the game.
Yeah.
Oh, you got all that focus notch.
Oh, sorry, that was let's do that. Hit that button. How's that? Lube and subscribe, people.
Much better.
Lube and subscribe.
Yeah.
So what do we got? 10 minutes left. 8 people watching. Yeah, look, yes. I've spoken about some things on this channel that probably just, I shouldn't talk about politics. I'm not interested in politics. I'm here for the scale modeling and stuff like that. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
If nothing else changes in politics around the world, it's just that American situation needs to resolve itself. He's clearly on the Epstein list, and just throw him in the jail based on the things that he's already been found guilty of, and everything goes back to normal. Your prices will be cheaper. You'll have no sort of you'll have SMS paints again, all that stuff like that. So,
and if anyone from the British authorities is watching, notice how I've said very little whilst John's been saying all this.
well, so I understand free speech. I also understand free speech is not free of consequence. But my view is, what I'm saying is not like, obviously controversial. I think it's what a lot of media would like to say. But the press in the White House every day cannot sit there and say, you're accusing us of spreading lies. What's this dribble that's coming out of your
I think the whole problem with, especially because in the UK we've got hate crime laws and things like that, I think it's very shaky ground in terms of authoritarianism, because who's to decide what hate speech is and what speech is and isn't permissible? And once you start going down that road, you open it up to whichever power of the day decides what's considered legal in terms of speech.
This is true.
So you could have something that's perfectly fine to say one day, then an election happens the next day. You can't say that thing. You can risk getting thrown into prison for something you've said your whole life, and that nobody you know has ever found offensive.
No, you're right.
It's a dangerous road to go down. Unfortunately, in the UK, it's gone quite far down that road. So apparently now, it's something like 12,000 people a year being locked up in the UK for free speech sort of things, violations, speech, crime, social media stuff. On average, about 33 people a day in the UK, which is more. Apparently.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And of course, you're going to have the I can't remember. So I'm just sort of Googling. There's a nickname for Donald Trump that made me giggle. I just can't remember what it is. So,
have you ever heard of TDS? You got it, buddy.
Yeah. So El Naranja Hombre. The Spanish for the orange dude. It's going to the UK next week. So we flash back to when Keir Starmer was in the Oval Office, and he gave.
He came a few weeks ago, didn't he? And he did the same thing. Proper creepy.
Yeah, but so
we've had free speech for a very long time.
Well, you have.
Yes, and now he's decided to get rid of it.
No, but again, you've got people in the US saying UK is cracking down on free speech. Mm-hmm. People in the UK are saying the US is cracking down on free speech. The rest of the world is sitting back, just eating popcorn, just going, there's nothing to see here. Nothing is really changing here. Like Australia, all that's happened is one side of politics sort of said, "Oh, we like the cut of that Trump's jib," and the whole of Australia went, "Nah," and we had a massive push towards the government that's already in power, and they had a resounding victory because Trump had such a negative effect. Like nobody here wants any of that stuff. Like we want to keep people a fair go and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's about. I think they're going the two sides, two very opposing viewpoints, and we need to be somewhere in the middle of the two.
Oh, that's exactly what I believe in. Yeah. So everything is either extreme one side or extreme the other side, when reality is always somewhere in the middle.
All right. I mean, all right. Don't go around saying I need. I think you should go and punch this guy in the face. That's unacceptable behavior. But just saying I disagree with this, that you shouldn't be locked up for stuff like that.
No, exactly right.
But again, it comes back to who decides what's too much. Once you start going down that road, it can change depending on who's in power, and that can be dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. Everything, all the governments are about democratically elected governments. It's the people that have the power, and if they don't like it, then they get the ability to vote somebody else. Unless you're going to sit there and rearrange all the voting circles. And,
you mean like the UK government did last year?
Yeah, but the US are doing it as well. So
in certain areas.
So what's happened today is the US, the federal government have asked all the states to submit all of their voting data, all the data they have of the voters in their states.
Yeah.
And the states are quite rightly pushing back saying, well, it's got nothing to do with you. Like, you're only there because of it's the states that are sovereign. So, no, don't give up your power.
Yeah.
And stick it to the man.
Yeah.
Stick it to the man.
It's a very, very fine line, and there's far too many people that are either don't give enough of a crap to actually pay attention to what's going on about it, or they give too much of a crap and they want the power for themselves, and they go too far the other way.
Okay. So this is the difference between the two halves.
It's looking good.
So it's getting contoured. It's getting shaped.
Yeah.
It's taking a full 2 hours, but if I hold that against the rear of the hull there, you're starting to see what's happening. That it's starting to get to how I need it to be.
Yeah.
And what's good about this being wood is because it's going to have quite a severe tumble home, or this is the bend of the wood.
Yeah.
The planks to get around the thing. This being a good close grain and everything else, if you apply the plank with super glue, it's going to soak into both the plank and this former as well.
Yeah.
And you can get a really good bend on it. So it's better than it being any other material, say plastic or whatnot. But there's a method in the madness.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, the most annoying part of this build is always going to be, or some people would say the rigging, but I'd say, once you form these and take your time, everything else will just fall into place because, the best you can do further in as you build out, it makes a good
solid
ground.
Foundation.
Solid foundation. Nice grammar there.
Yeah. Ooh, you got 1 minute left.
All right. So I'll stop there after that little bit of non-political rant.
That 30 seconds of non-political stuff in the entire show.
All right. So, camera up.
Is there even anyone watching now?
Oh, we've got 7 people watching. Yeah. This is it. Thank you very much for joining us, Mike. And I'll tell you what, I'd say if you weren't here talking to me, I wouldn't have gone political. So, thanks. No, but
hey, you can only do it to me, mate. Yeah. It's only because Modders keeps a leash on you that stops you.
Yeah, you're right. But
We do have to give you that little few seconds before every single live stream so you can say F Trump at the top of your voice
yeah,
to get out of your system.
no, get out of my system. But I mentioned to my wife, like, if I was, believing half the stuff that's coming out of there, would we have troubles in our relationship? She said, "Oh no, we wouldn't be together."
Yeah, but this thing in it, you got to look at all sides and then sort of work out what's in the middle, or what you think is in the middle, and that's generally somewhere around the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's generally in the middle is somebody being elected and then leading on behalf of the people who didn't vote for him. And that's not happening in America. So, he's literally harming the blue states and not doing anything about the red states. So, he's a vindictive piece of shit. And on that note, thanks for this victory. Okay. Okay, so Joe is saying teaching young golfers to yell 4, and Bob replies, "I thought with inflation it would be 5." Well, you're not wrong. Floaty woody things for Mikey?
I've got one of those wooden trains that you put together and stuff. Might do that at some point.
Even a thing like a book nook, and all those sort of pre-packaged sort of things. I'd be happy to do one of them on the channel. I did see, how Tiff has done a Smurfette 3D print. I did see Smurfette as in FETT. So the face had Boba Fett's helmet on it. I thought that was pretty funny.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Wooden ship, yeah. If I was going to do something like that, it would have to be a fairly simple one, and I would need to do it with John's help.
No, I couldn't help you from here. But as I say, the first wooden ship I did was Billings Cuddy Sark, which is not the best brand and one of the most complicated rigs on the planet ever. And I did it, not a problem. Came up all right. But it's going to take a while. This is going to take a while. We've had 2 hours, and I've massaged a shape into a, starting to get the right. You get that. It's taking a while, but that's why I bought the model.
Well, yeah, you want to do a good job on it. It's expensive. You need to make it last.
Yeah, they can be like $1,000 or more. They can go up to some of them about $4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're you don't have to be that complicated, but they look. No, they're just so much fun. I love these wooden ships. Joe is saying, "Love you guys. Take care." After 2 hours of listening to me rant, he's still watching. That's amazing. As I said, I've got nothing but concern for the people of America.
Yeah, love you too, Joe.
Yeah. Britain, on the other hand, you can go fuck yourselves. Not kidding. Not kidding. I mean, I'm absolutely kidding. And Bob is saying, electric or Saley?
We'll discuss it on Discord, buddy.
Would you do? Yeah, I don't want your channel to do a wooden ship because it's literally years. There's some builds that are going on that people are doing all day, every day. Now, if I cut down on the number of builds I'm doing with Bearded Veteran Creates, I could probably do more of this. But the fact is, I'm enjoying the hell out of what I'm doing on your channel as well.
Yeah.
So I don't particularly want to do that. I want to savor this one.
Yeah. Well, what we could do is, because I do members live stream on one Wednesday a month. We could always sort of do twice a month for yours or whatever on a Wednesday or something.
I need to do more of this. What I'm thinking about is doing this every day at noon for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That would get a lot of progress. But then I was just like, I don't know if I could be bothered. I'd have to get clothes on.
I mean, if you're happy doing the live streams on your own as well, there's no reason why you couldn't do it during your daytime either.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, if I do it noon my time, the rest of the world's asleep. But if people can want to watch an hour a day, I mean, I'm doing this live on YouTube because I can. The fact is, I'd be building this regardless of whether people can watch or are interested or whatever.
The thing with our builds, it's stuff that we'd want to build anyway.
Exactly.
And that's why we enjoy it so much.
Yeah. But no, it's been good. Like, you know, you saw me at the start of it, I couldn't stop smiling because just like I'm actually shaping wood for the first time I've had this kit for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting, and you've heard me for the last few months. I've been saying, I really should do the Victory. I really should do the Victory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm really doing the Victory. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, I'll see you guys. I haven't got a time plan for the next one, but if you think that if I do this, say every day or most days at noon, if I've got an hour or so, if that's a way to do it, that could happen. But you know, it really depends on you guys. No, it doesn't. I'm going to be doing it anyway. But I figure, like, you know, if I don't particularly want to do this off screen, I could build the whole thing on screen. And it doesn't really matter because it's not costing me anything to upload it and everything else. So if there'd be enough people that want to build a wooden ship,
you only get 20 hours a month on StreamYard, so you'd have to set up another account.
Yeah,
every day.
You're right. I'll think it through. But yeah, we've got other things going on. As we said, the Yug Panther continues, the SAS Jeep continues, the Omnibus continues, and I've started the Porsche. I haven't done much of that, but I've been concentrating on the Yug Panther and loving it. And after all that, I won't make the stream on Fridays.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Oh, and Tiff is saying Roco kits are pretty cool, and they're all wood. So she's talking about the book nooks and all that sort of stuff like that. I like what's available. I look at the little buildings, a corner of, like, you know, flower shops and bookshops and all that, kitchens. I look at that going, I could do one of them. Yeah. So I'm not opposed to doing anything that, you know, it's out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'll see you at another time. All the best. Hoorah for now.